Why do some creators lose their whole career after they get canceled, but others get canceled and their career continues on like nothing happened? Creators like Mr. Beast and Logan Paul have somehow survived huge cancellation attempts made upon them. Yet, a creator like Cody Ko was run off the internet by his cancellation. Today, I'm going to talk about how simply doing one thing is the difference between creators losing their whole career and others continuing on their journey.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Two of the internet's biggest creators, Mr. Beast and Logan Paul, both had really big cancellation attempts set against them. Mr. Beast more recently, and Logan Paul during the earlier stages of his rise. Most people don't realize that they did the same thing which led them to where they're at today. They simply ignored it. Now, I know that they did respond in some sense, but instead of spending a lot of time harping on the cancellation attempt, they simply addressed it and then kept posting like nothing happened.
This is one of the dirtiest. This is the most expensive. I just bought that private. This is the largest slice of pizza.
Cody Ko was a huge creator on YouTube and social media in general, and he got canceled for some stuff going on with an underage girl. The result of people trying to cancel him? Well, his career is pretty much over. And the reason is because he stopped uploading and basically went ghost on all social media. He left the podcast with Noel Miller, resulting in that podcast dropping hella views. If he had just addressed the controversy and kept posting, people would have forgotten what he did and he would have still had his career. Now, I'm not saying morally this is the right thing to do because he did some freak shit, but it's the reality. People use Logan Paul's forest incident as a joke now, and they even reference it sometimes on his huge podcast.
So the day that I do go to Japan, I think I'm gonna try to run the marathon with my
I never
with my
been
cousin.
there either. Have you?
What?
What? What'd you say?
Have you been to Japan?
Have you been to
Mr. Beast had multiple huge videos come out against him in an attempt to try to take him down. But what did he do? He kept uploading YouTube videos like he was gonna do anyways. And he didn't really address it. Now, why does ignoring controversy work? My theory on this is that people online have such short attention spans that literally ignoring controversy and pretending like it never happened, while annoying and kind of childish, works because people just end up forgetting what happened. I bet y'all already forgot about the Skip Bayless FS1 lawsuit. Skip got accused recently of offering an employee $1 million to sleep with him, and he hasn't even addressed it once. And while other people would have let this take them down, Skip just has kept posting throughout this whole thing. Now, his replies on Twitter do troll him sometimes, but there are some other people that reply like nothing happened. The most interesting example of this is David Dobrik. David got canceled a few years back for mostly the Jeff incident, and then he just stopped uploading on YouTube. He did, however, keep posting on Snapchat, where he was getting a lot of views and a lot of money. The reason he's interesting is because he sort of canceled himself on one platform and then continued his career on another platform. But he recently uploaded again on YouTube after years of not posting, and the video got as many views as it would have before he left. It proved that even if people don't like you anymore, they will still most likely watch your content. It begs the question, if content is good enough, will people just always watch it no matter what? The cancellation of a creator is literally up to the creator themselves and depends on what they actually did. This even applies to other forms of media like stand-up comedy. Chris D'Elia was one of the biggest comedians out a few years ago. He had a huge podcast that was getting so many views per upload. He had really big specials on Netflix, and he was appearing on some TV shows too. He got into some controversy though a few years back after some pretty bad allegations were made against him, and as a result of this, he just completely left the internet and stand-up for a while. Eventually though, he ended up coming back, but to less success than he had before. While I do think that some people deserve to get canceled, the reality is that anyone who makes content online can really decide whether or not they get canceled or continue on their career. Whether it's comedy, content creation, sports media, the individual that's getting the hate thrown at them is the one that decides what happens next. They have two options. They can either A, accept the cancellation and stop posting, which ultimately ruins their career and their life sorta, or B, they can apologize and then keep posting like nothing happened and see the same success as they did before the cancellation and keep their career going. Ultimately, the choice is up to the creator and how they handle it. And this is a really good thing for creators, but also a bad thing for people that actually do bad things. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you stuck to the end, I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment on what you'd like to see me do next. I'm planning on streaming on this channel pretty soon, once I get enough subs, I guess, or people that are willing to watch. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know. And follow my Twitter and my Twitch. The links are both in the bio. Thank you.